Hello there. I was wondering what my thing here. I'm still using the new streaming stuff, but hello everybody. What is happening? Let me just. How do I do this again? I'm trying to get used to this. Maximize? Oh, there we go. Hey guys, what's happening? BigJackFilms here. Welcome to another live stream. We're using this free stream again, which allows me to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. And if you guys are interested, I am on Twitch now. I've been on Twitch for a while, just never streamed. This is my second stream on it. Twitch.tv _ I think, no, it's not underscore. Is it underscore? I don't even know. I don't know much about Twitch in terms of how it functions, but it's BigJackFilms 1992. You guys can check me out there. But yeah, it's good to see everybody. Welcome. Let's just bring in here. Sherry, hello. It's good to see you guys. Go check out her Twitch. She's a great gaming streamer, artist, so on. She's cosplayed, played characters for us on our show. She was Mizade, she was Kagome. She's a really great talent. Go check her out. But good to see you. Let's see here. Shark King, hello. Very good to see you. Wow, so many people on here. Osiris, welcome, of course. So yeah, just everybody here. Yeah, I'm using it multi-streaming. Yes, I'm using I think it's Restream. I don't know. I'm just trying it out. Like again, I'm checking the waters here. Okay. So I know about the Minecraft movie. I know about all the escapades. I don't even know. I don't even care. Yeah, just we're spending today editing episode 2, and gonna be doing that. So of course, everybody welcome in, settled in, and let's enjoy. A couple things, obviously. A couple rules while we're on chat. We usually try to answer as many questions as we possibly can. I have here Osiris, who's one of our admins, one of our heads in the stream. He keeps monitors on stuff if you have any questions. Yeah, just the usual rules, guys. Questions in terms of requests, minimal, because we get a lot of requests. Anything about the show and so on, we'd love to respond. And in terms of just other stuff, of course, keep it clean, of course. And also, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel, in terms of just us reacting to something on YouTube or whatever, first of all, make sure it's copyright friendly so we don't get flagged. But on top of that, super chats are the best way to get our attention there. But yeah, we're going to be editing episode 2 today for Star Wars, and it is, we're doing good. I also debated putting out something Friday during, like, Celebration, which is happening right now in Japan, or something on next week. I don't know, because there is something really cool on Patreon right now, if you guys are interested. You guys go to my Patreon, patreon.com/BigJackFilms, donate $1 or more. You could see something pretty early on, which is pretty exciting. So, there we go. So, yeah, there's that. So, there's sort of a thing. Let's just answer a couple questions before we start. Yes, I am aware Sam Neill is going to be in the new Godzilla X Kong. That's awesome. I at this point expect I expect Godzilla to look at him and be like, Ellen. That'd be hilarious. Oh my god. And yes, I am knowing the quality is a bit blurry. Is it? Like, is it blurry? It could be just the reception because we're using 2 different things. It's new for us. Yeah, I know about the chicken jockey thing in Minecraft. Oh, the only thing I will say, and it's the one thing I'm like really upset about, that poor fucking chicken. That poor chicken. What did he ever do to you? Like, that poor chicken is traumatized. There's my response. I would actually say take the chicken somewhere else. Like, don't send him to a better home. To me, that's just straight up animal cruelty. I don't like that. But to the point, yeah. So we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna try to adjust the camera here. Yeah, welcome to the stream, and let's get started. Everybody on Twitch, hello. Everybody on here, hello. If you guys want to just chat, here we go. Hello, Nisa. Good to see you. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Let's share screen. We're gonna enter and share system audio. Yes. All right. So here we are. I'm just gonna move over here. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. What? Again, I'm getting used to this new version with like all this stuff. I'm just trying to see how I can. Okay, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it here. Okay. So yeah, and let me also turn down the music a little bit so that's less annoying. But yeah, so we were on talking about Jango, the bounty hunter, in episode 2, and that is what's happening here. How do you feel about Zilla's appearance in Final Wars? It's awesome. I really like that scene. I love that Godzilla kicked
the westerns of John Wayne and the Italian films of the 60s. But with Jango, I'd argue is kinda cooler than his son.
Alright, so now we're going into Jango Fett, the father of Boba Fett in the original trilogy, and we're talking about that right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go and let's start editing the clips. But yeah, so I got a video that's gonna go out either this Friday or next Friday. Maybe in the vote. Listen, if somebody pays a super chat, I'll put it out tomorrow. I'll put it out Friday. But like, it's gotta be a good super chat. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started on here on a couple things. So yeah, I'm just working really heavily on episode 2. I actually got all the effects done on the third act of it. And right now we're, what is it, almost 15 minutes out of an hour on this review, so we're just going to keep up what we've been doing here. But let me just see where I can start here. Let's go to the scene. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, I actually prefer Jango Fett over Boba Fett. He's just cooler. He's just way cooler. I always found him a cooler dude. I mean, some stuff, it's interesting too. Like this shot, I just realized, this is like the blue screen is just really not good here. I'm studying for a history test that's happening next week. Nice, what's it on? Out of curiosity.
But with Jango, I'd argue is kinda cooler than his son.
Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go.
Part of me wishes outside of the game we saw more of this character, given he makes such an impact outside of the game.
So I am going to talk about the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game briefly in this episode. I remember playing a little bit of it, but yeah. Alright, let's see here. Just kind of skimming through different things. Let me use a clip of hair. We're here.
Once or twice. Possibly. Then you...
There we go. Test is expected to be Tuesday next week. But what's the subject? Just out of curiosity. Artemis Fowl review. I was frozen today! I was asking Jack. I understand the hate for Godzilla. Let's see here. What review aren't you proud of? That's a good question. You know what I'm not proud of? I'm not proud of the... Oddly enough, the Book of Boba Fett episode. I mean, I'm fine with the ending. The ending was cool. But I'm not a fan of it because it felt rushed. And it felt very obligated. Because at the time, it was just after COVID. And I was just getting back into the swing of big projects. I had 3 big projects to work on. The prequels, obviously, Ready Player One, and Batman. I was working on all 3 of those at once. And while I wanted to work on those, there was sort of an obligation to do a Kong review, because I know I was overdue to do one. But after I did Book of Boba Fett, that left such a terrible taste in my mouth. Because it felt rushed, it felt forced, it didn't feel earned, it didn't feel welcomed. And it was at a point I started to realize, oh god, I'm not having fun with that. And as soon as I stopped having fun with something, and there was a quote from Linkara when he did his Power Rangers rant about when they were coming out, he said, it doesn't make it fun, it makes it a chore. And when it becomes a chore, I am inclined to do it. And I ended up having to take a step back from Kong reviews for over a year and a half. I wanted to mainly focus on other projects, and I didn't want to be burdened with that. And I felt terrible, because I know that's what you guys come to see. But I think I reached a point, I reached a point where I reached a point where I felt like I had enough to where I could work on other projects and people would still tune in, which is good. I had to build that up. But I still felt like I owed the fans a Kong review. So I knew immediately after Ready Player One, I said, I got to get started on a new batch of Kong reviews. I got to make up for lost time. So hence the King's Gauntlet arc, which, by the way, the storyline element got copyright claimed as much like this. So it's funny because part 2 got claimed for a song that I used. I'm tempted to go back and re-edit those and get a new version back in. But, I'm going to wait till after Star Wars. There's a huge backlog of stuff I'm going to work on the side that I want to get out for you guys. But, yeah, that's the episode I'm the least proud of because I honestly was very disappointed in myself and how it turned out and how I felt. And, yeah, that was not a good episode. I was not a fan. It still came out okay, but I felt like could have done better because it's just it's kind of like Book of Boba Fett. It's just the show itself
It's kind of cooler than his son. Part of me wishes outside of the game we saw more.
Also, hello to your friend. I don't know that name
of this character, given he makes such an impact on the saga as a whole.
Let's see here. Gonna make this where it's a little bit easier to follow. Let's see here.
Which has a lot more to feature compared to its appearance in Empire Strikes Back. The coolest part being the bangers seismic charge.
Okay, there we go, okay. I know what we're talking about.
He makes such an impact on the saga as a whole. It's cool to see essentially where Boba got all his gear.
There we go.
It's cool to see essentially.
Just trying to find the right clips here of certain scenes and everything too. Okay, that's alright. That scene's alright. Let me try this one. Here, let's try this. I like this one. I have Destroy All Monsters Melee on the GameCube, but I don't have that one. I'm looking for that one. I know it's really hard to get. We're working on the review, Nisa, for Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I've got Episode 1 pretty much in the can, but now I'm working on Episode 2, working on the effects, working on the review, and so far so good.
As a whole, it's cool to see essentially where Boba got all his gear, from the armored jet.
Here we go.
Boba got all his gear from the armored jet. Gear from the armored jetpacks and the
Anyway. I hear some people who react to Star Wars are new and ask, why do people love Boba Fett? Well, again, Boba Fett's just a space cowboy. He's literally just Clint Eastwood in Star Wars, basically.
Armored jetpacks and even the Slave One. Yeah, I don't care if it's non-canon to call it that.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Sorry, guys, I'm still calling it the Slave One. I'm actually gonna put the. I think I'm gonna put the. The robot chicken skin in there because that's relatively funny. That pretty much sums up why they changed it. Hang on a second. Let me actually look up the name of like the ship. Apparently, people they just don't call it don't call it that anymore. Trying to find it must be like a name for this, like a what is it, the I'm gonna put in here the article. Just gotta get a screen grab of that. Let's see here, there we go. No, I don't care. New. I'm just creating a article here, guys. Give me a sec. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of that change. There's some stuff in the canon I'm not a fan that changed. I mean, I don't want to like. I'm not too complainy, but this is one of those ones I'm like, I don't like that. I like how they changed that. All right. Did you know that Leah Thompson from Back to the Future almost starred as Sarah Connor? Really? Well, actually, speaking of, Fan Expo's coming up in a couple of months. And one of the biggest announcements is Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd are coming in for a 40th anniversary event of Back to the Future. I might go to that. I might attend that. That would be kind of cool. I'm really debating that. Like, that's a major possibility for me. Because what an opportunity. Really? Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. I am going to be checking out the trailers for those two projects soon. I know I'm long overdue to react to them. I just have to wait for a good time. It's been a little tough with things right now, but I will eventually do that because I want to see what that's all about. Let me just see here. I'm just trying to find where I put that piece. Quick access. Okay, so it should be under that name. Oh, there it is. Slip that in the cut. It'll let me. Of course it crashes. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I had a little bit of a crash there too. It's been kind of like that. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Oh, okay, that action figure show. Okay, so Alejandro, this is something I actually want to eventually talk about as a video. Is G.I. Joe: The Epic Saga. It is a what is it? Yeah, I'll say this. Pinnacle's been having issues lately. So there's that. But to the point, it was an action figure series that is that came out around 2000. I want to say 2006, 2007, and is about G.I. Joes and Cobra. But there's it's a multiverse with there's a multiverse of stuff that had Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, King Kong, Star Wars, all in one thing. And what happened is that it was pretty popular. It's a micro series that lasted about 3 hours, and Hasbro sent them a cease and desist at the time, told them to stop making it, and they ended up having to pull the show. It kind of became lost media for a bit. There was one person who used to put scene by scene, 1 out of 100. Yeah, I know about the background. And it was fine. I remember watching it. I really enjoyed it. But nowadays, ever since the React stuff, they buried all their action figure stuff. They buried it, they hid it. It's kind of, some of it's lost media, some of it's been re-uploaded here and there. But now that the Fine Brothers, I saw this video saying the Fine Brothers are officially gone from YouTube, which is interesting. Part of me wants to review Epic Saga because I want to bring up how this is the movie that they don't want you to know about because it is extremely offensive. It would not fly today at all. It wouldn't be banned for a Hasbro cease and desist. It would be banned for how offensive it is because it takes jabs at shit that, especially today, would be incredibly offensive. And I kind of like, okay, granted, I don't mind that kind of humor, but at the same time, it's like, it's pretty like shocking how edgelordy this series was that they did. And I'm kind of shocked that nobody's ever talked about it because it was, for a time, a pretty popular series on YouTube and other platforms. So it's kind of interesting. What's this here? Hang on. Have you heard of YouTube channel Red Cow Arcade, a podcast by guys, filmmakers named E.T. and Franklin are popular, riffing about Cinemassacre? I think I might have heard about them. They've been part of the whole like Cinemassacre conspiracy theory thing, which not a big fan of. But I don't know, interesting. I'll check that out later. Captain Planet, who? Captain Planet. I heard Cobra Commander somehow appeared in Transformers AMS. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing that. Did that happen? Yeah, I know about the Walking with Dinosaurs things. I'm eventually going to get to that at some point. But yeah, like this change, not a fan of that they did that. Like it's just I don't like that at all. Hey, good to see you, Lorenzo. I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna make this last. Let's try this. Should I make it less? Okay, that's fine. I'll leave it like that. Not too cropped. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care if it's non-canon to call it that. Which has
okay. Now, here's the thing. It's weird because on here, the stream I'm using, there's not much. I can't really see if I get super chats. So I am curious if I'm going to be able to see that if it helps, like, better, like, so I can know so I don't lose, right? So, I mean, if I end up losing track, just let me know. Nope, it's not too late. It's never too late. I like the song. All right, let's see here. Let me try to find some shots of this ship that look good. No. Try this. Yeah, I like that one. I like that. That shot's cool. I like that one. Doesn't even have a name anymore, it's just the Fett ship. Why don't you just call it the Fett? Okay, I bought the book out of support, and I did read the auto book on my trip to James with Josh. The book's actually really good. I really like James's book. I'm gonna say the Trodons. Really? That's interesting. I didn't know they already did a crossover. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
If it's non-canon to call it that, which has a lot more to feature compared to its appearance in Empire Strikes Back.
Let's see. Okay.
Back. The coolest part being the
Let's see. So we want the seismic charges. Yeah, let's get those seismic charges in there. I'm just gonna fade it through to get like a lesser. There we go. Alright.
Strikes Back. The coolest part being the banger seismic charges during the asteroid chase.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and like like again, kind of individual clips. It's just if I have to cut it up so it's less copyrighted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blow this up so you guys can see the screen. There we go.
Being the banger seismic charges during the asteroid chase, leaving one of the most.
Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that at some point. Here we go.
Sounds of the saga in its wake.
Here we go. Now I'm gonna go a little bit more. Here we go.
Leaving one of the most chilling sounds of the saga in its wake.
Here we go. I love that sound. That is the seismic charges. That shit slaps.
The saga in its wake.
Let's see here.
So freaking cool.
Let's see. Love that sound. It's so cool. Okay, so here, turn it up! Turn it up! That's funny. So the thing is that, in terms of your question, by the way, guys, go support my girlfriend's channel, or her website, resiliencyandme.com. Her website helps kids in low-income housing get essentially help from mental health from low-income housings, and it is really good to help out and support. I don't know how you can support financially, but just watching the site, getting the numbers up on it, really does help in getting attention for it, and especially seeing the ads on social media. Really does help overall. So please do that. In answer to your question, do I think AI is bad? So here's my take. I think AI, where it's at right now, should be used wisely. It should be used to build templates, to help out in studying. It should be used as a tool, and in terms of just very minimal. Try to still do things handmade, handcrafted. There is more effort put into that than you would be in any other way of doing things. I don't think we're there yet with making full movies and this and that. I don't like that. I really don't like that idea. For movies with effort, not made in a computer. But I don't know. I just feel like using it at the bare minimum as a tool is fine, and as a template is fine. But when it comes to like business and money and everything, no, it's not a fan, to be honest. Not a fan. I think that is where we're at with that. In terms of just like full on. Let's see here. Primeval, I don't remember if I ever watched that one. The Sonic Bomb Wizard. it's great. The seismic charges. Thoughts on Tarbosaurus in the Hidden Adventure? Average, basically. Why does the footage look like? It's the current copy I have of the movie. I wish I could get a better copy, but it's been extremely hard to find one like digitally, because I have the movie on DVD, but I don't have it. I don't have a good digital copy of it. Hello, Know Your Bro. Good to see you. Would you see? Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. That would what I think of Daredevil. Again, I haven't watched it. I don't really watch that show. So none of the Marvel shows, so I can't.
Saga in its wake. So freaking cool. Major shoutouts to Ben Burton.
Okay, this is where we have to go into the behind the scenes. I have to go back a bit and find some BTS footage because we've been using a lot of footage from the movie. Just see here. Oh, here we go. I go here, find the library. Yeah, there's a lot. There's still a lot to do. Yeah, it's actually cool that Tarbosaurus is popular there. Really far ahead, aren't we? Almost at, where are we at? We're at, still 13 minutes. We're kind of stuck, aren't we? Yeah, let's see here. I have to go find, it's a web documentary with Ben Bird I want to use. So I'm just trying to go through and find it. It's all bonus material. Kind of have to skim through it. So I have to find, like, the sound. The documentaries are also a great source of research for stuff. Finished 2 drafts with Megalosaurus stop motion puppet. Well done! Awesome. That's fantastic. Can't wait to see it. Okay, so this is the design. This is when they were in Tunisia.
Done.
Yeah, that's a great documentary, Alejandro.
That was
fantastic.
a different era in filmmaking history then. In those days, virtually everything had to be built physically.
And I
whereas we
prefer
have much more flexibility now in the digital arena.
What I love is this, where when they were filming episode 2 in the desert of Tunisia, George Lucas thought, why don't I get the last scene for episode 3 in the can? Because think about having to come back here, scorching hot with the homestead, and filming the ending to episode 3, and spending how much money later on. I think it's cooler to film it while you're there too. So check this out.
And action.
So George, why are you shooting a shot for episode 3?
I can't tell you that. You have to wait 6 years for that answer.
6 years. How much stuff are you doing for episode 3 now?
Just this one shot.
Can you guys hear it?
Because it means that now I don't have to come back here. So it's a long way to come and bring a crew of 60 people just to shoot one shot. And then rebuild the set and all the other stuff we have to do.
So apparently, yeah, he filmed the ending of episode 3 where Obi-Wan hands the baby Luke over to Owen and Beru while they were filming episode 2. It was basically the first thing ever shot for the movie. You shot the ending. And it was smart because, you know, why spend an absurd amount of money for a third movie to come the same location for just like 1 or 2 shots when you could get it there on the spot? The rumor is they actually filmed the last shot, which is the Barony sunset in at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Now, I feel like they might have shot a little bit more, because one thing I think is interesting is how it was framed. And actually, can I go to episode 3? Let me go quickly to Revenge of the Sith, show you what I'm talking about, because this is interesting. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So they went ahead and they filmed that while they were filming, while they were doing episode 2, which I think, again, is a very smart move in terms of like saving money and doing stuff. But let me just see if I can find, I think I have a movie here. Let's see here. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Just trying to find the movie. Hang on a sec. Motherfucker, where is it? This one? Let's see, hang on. Let me look this up. It should be here. Oh, there it is. Just drag that in. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So here's Revenge of the Sith. Let me go to the ending. It's like right here. This, from what I've heard, this was the one shot Lucas was talking about where they filmed it in the desert. They were filming this shot. They mainly wanted to get the sunset. Apparently this was this, and then like the shot with Owen and Beru looking out at the sun, right? So apparently all this was shot, and then what's crazy is this shot where Owen has the baby and then walks over to Owen. I think this was shot in Tunisia, and then I believe, this was shot in Tunisia, and then Ewan McGregor during pickups was on blue screen, and they cropped him in. So this is just a blue screen Ewan McGregor right here, and you kind of look at them now, you're like, oh, okay. But it could be, I think Owen or Beru was also green screen here. I think it was just Owen who was in the background. Like you look at the back shot here. Actually, you think about it. Look at the background here. The shot's really blurry. Right? This is a real blue shot. So I think Ewan and her were both shot on blue screen that day. If we look at the scene, let me just play it quickly. Yeah, like this is blue screen. That's blue screen. I just realized, wow, this shot does not look good. Ewan looks poorly cut into this photograph they obviously shot in Tunisia. Like, this is crazy. And then right there, see, she's walking over to the very end of the blue screen, and then, like, maybe walks up a little platform, then it cuts away. Again, smart use of the blue screen. Ewan's on blue screen, and then he, like, walks away. Right, this is crazy. This is actually kind of blowing my mind right now. I'm watching this first, like, right? And then this is all in Tunisia. The rest of the scene. It's those little segments there that I think is fascinating that Lucas was like, oh, let's go film this here. Smart of him. Save money. They just did that. I always had the theory that they had Ewan, they flew Ewan in, and they had filmed the scene. And, like, again, this is probably blue screen. Like, that one shot. But I feel like here, I always thought that they shot in the desert, and that because Ewan was wearing his episode 2 gear, they had to hide his mullet. That's why he wears the hood. But no, I think this was all blue screen. So I think that's kind of impressive when you look at it from that. So it was really just, yeah, Lucas was right. I just wanted to get the one shot for episode 3 while I was in there, because it's like, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's smart, but the fact they had to shoot the whole ending on blue screen, that's kind of funny. That they only got a few sections, and then the rest was all done in blue screen. Lucas had that much faith to get that done. That's actually kind of impressive on his end, that he was able to make that work. I am aware of that. I am going to be watching this. I know everybody has questions about all these dinosaur things. I will get to them, I promise. It's just been a while because I've been focusing on Star Wars. A lot of stuff about Star Wars and dinosaurs right now, even though this is a Star Wars stream. Okay, let me go back here. But isn't that kind of fascinating that they filmed the ending while they were like down there, and then they came back and shot the rest later? I mean, I've done that. Like, go look at my King's Gauntlet arc. The ending was shot first. The ending was shot in 2018 in the beaches in Florida, and apparently, like, I just wrote the rest after that. Heard about James Rolfe horror movie premise, so how do you think of that? I actually haven't seen the full thing. I'm interested. I think it would be better if Boba Fett was never a clone, but if we never knew who he was. That would have been cool. Not much, James. We're working on right now. I'm just trying. Yeah, like I said, they filmed the ending to episode 3, and then this was basically George was like, "Well, what are you getting shot for episode 3?"
I can't tell you that.
I'll play it again.
You have to wait 6 years for that answer.
6 years. How much stuff are you doing for episode 3 now?
Just this one shot.
Oh.
It means that now I don't have to come back here.
I love that one camera guy. He's just like, oh. We're here. Oh.
Just this one shot. It means that now I don't have to come back here. So it's a long way to come and bring a crew of 60 people just to shoot one shot, and then rebuild the set and all the other stuff we have to do in 3 years.
Again, that's smart. And I love how his answer is like, you're going to have to wait 6 years for that answer because this was in 2000. like 2000, they were filming this, and Revenge of the Sith was another like 6 years away. I have heard about that, Sammy. I'm really excited that Sam Neill's going to be in the Monsterverse. I love this too, just him on the speeder.
What happens if you decide you want another shot?
I don't get it.
I love it. He's literally like, what happens if you want another shot? I don't get it. You digitize it. You do it all on blue screen. You do this
On
shit.
the bleeding edge
You do
of
all
it.
this.
With digital technology,
You do
the way
all
it
this.
is.
They literally filmed the ending that way. All right, now I just gotta find this this whole section with Ben Burt that I want to get here. There's a lot of documentaries I need to catch up on in terms of that kind of shit. Let's see here. I'm trying to find. There's this bit with Ben Burt and his team. Here it is. The sound department. Here we go. Here we go. I need Ben Burt there. The sound design. I would love to meet Ben Burt. He seems like such a cool dude in terms of how he did sound design. Well, actually, if you want something interesting, go watch the Making of Jurassic Park documentary. It's on the DVDs and the Blu-rays, but it's hosted by James Earl Jones. I am aware of that. Everybody's saying Sam Neill's in the next movie. Sam Neill. I am aware. I am excited. I am happy. I'm all for it. There we go. That would be. I don't know who those are, but that'd be kind of cool. All right.
Freaking cool. Major shout out.
Let's get the rest of this. Here we go.
Cool. Major shout outs to Ben Burt and his sound team on this one. I also love Jango's use of the.
Okay, so. Now we're going to go into episode 2. Yeah, this is a process. How far are we in? God, we're still 13 minutes, and we're like been going for almost an hour. What's wrong here? We only got like 30 seconds. All right, let's fucking move out. All right, let's see here.
I also love Jango's use of the dual-wielding pistols. Again, a total.
Okay, here we go. Let's see here. I got those shots. God, I love that. It's so cool. Let's see here. Actually, Jeff, they just merge it with the Jurassic Park universe. No, please don't.
This one. I also love Jango's use of the dual-wielding pistols. Again, a total nod to the westerns of old.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Just gotta go back a bit. That one shot, yeah, here, it's somewhere here. Yeah, there we go, I like that one.
Pistols. Again, a total nod to the westerns of old. Tamara gave.
There we go. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch these scenes out. I think he's gonna be some sort of paleontologist. That's just my guess. Let me go back a bit because I have to go back to. I want to use this shot because I like that one. Let me just switch these out. Hi, Nicholas. Good to see you. Welcome. They're going to mention and talk about the lead scenes of the Star Wars prequels. I am going to be mentioning them mostly in episode 3. There's going to be a lot I discuss there. I am aware of the deleted scenes. I am aware of the full original cut. And I myself am just like, ugh, man, we were deprived of something awesome. So, I will be discussing that. Hey, Spectro! Welcome to the chat. We're just editing episode 2. Welcome.
Take on elements from film genres like that, given Lucas always favored the westerns of John Wayne and the Italian films of the 60s. But with Jango, I'd argue is kinda cooler than his son. Part of me wishes outside of the game we saw more of this character, given he makes such an impact on the saga as a whole. It's cool to see essentially where
Yeah, so it's all, a lot of this is currently being worked on. Now here, this is where I want to add it here because I like it here. It looks cool here. Let me just go here. I like this a little bit more. Here we go.
Building pistols. Again, a total nod to the westerns of old.
I don't know, I like that because I love that gun twirl. That shit's cool. I remember when I had this movie on VHS and DVD and they were both in full screen. You know what I absolutely hated? I noticed this watching this. Because when I was watching this in full screen, the only section you see is Jango. Like, they cropped it, like, right here for the TVs. So this whole shot, I didn't even know Dooku was there. I think he's doing alright from what I've been told. From what I've seen. I am, so far, 14 minutes out of 58. This is, okay, so a little spoiler for episode 1. That is pushing to about an hour and 34 minutes, episode 1. I don't know how long episode 2 is until I see the full cut. But it's probably, each episode's going to be over an hour.
Building pistols. Again, a total nod to the westerns of old. Tamura gave the Fets a voice, a face, and an overall character to one of the coolest
Let's see here. Trying to find that other patience, my story, patience, she will die. Just trying to find that bit here. Let's see here. Alright, here we go.
Finish her off!
I like that. I like that. That's good. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. See, episode 1, counting storyline credits and everything, is an hour and 34 minutes. Episode 2 is looking to be a little bit longer, perhaps, but we'll see. I mean, like, review-wise, each episode's about an hour. Like, so far, episode 1 is the longest, but I'm counting episode 3 to be insanely long.
Tamura gave the Fets a voice, a face.
Let's see here. Yeah, just constantly going back and forth, skimming through the movie, so I can have something handy. Listen here.
We got him! We'll just have to finish him.
I love Tamara Morrison's awesome. What a cool dude. I would actually like to meet him someday. He seems like such a bamf. Like, you know, I mean, I know a few people, like, I know a few people in New Zealand who, like, are great actors, but, like, was it Alan Henry, a friend of mine now, I've, motion capture actor in New Zealand, actually plays King Kong in the Monsterverse. Met him at G-Fest. Him and I have talked many a times. New Zealand actors are awesome. They are fucking beef bamps, I swear to God.
It's a voice, a face, and an overall character to one of the coolest
Let's see here. What was this? Unless someone else pays Jeff on Patreon, will hold his breath seeing any of those. Let's see. Yeah, I'm, I don't think I'll be watching that. I don't know, maybe. I've heard they're good. Now, let's see here. I like that. That shot's cool. I like that one. Any least favorite line from Attack of the Clones that's not Anakin Skywalker? Ooh! That's a good question! I'm trying to think of a line I did not like that was delivered. Shit! I gotta think about this for a sec. What's the line in this movie? Okay, okay. I get he's a kid actor. I'm not gonna bash kid actors, right? I'm not gonna bash this kid. The kid who plays Boba Fett in this is great, okay? But I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of them phoning in his evil laugh. I don't know if you guys remember, like, remember when he, like, did an evil laugh? Like, it was, like, it was kind of corny. It was, like, let me listen carefully to this.
And we'll have a couple of surprises for you.
So... Oh, this kid just pulled an evil laugh. Oh, why is that so corny and funny? Listen again. He's just trying to phone it. He's like, dude, you're not playing Palpatine. You're Boba Fett. Why do you have an evil laugh? Why? Can you imagine Boba Fett as a grown-up? He comes in and he's like gonna take Solo in. It's like, time to take you into Jabba, Solo. Han would be like, what the fuck was that? What? Why are you laughing like that? Shut up. Oh, so listen again. This kid's great, but man, that's corny. Oh, it's so silly. It's just he sounds like the guy from the room. He does. He does. Oh my god. This is like, what's the story, Dad? I did not shoot him. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not shoot him. I did not. Oh, hi, Han. Oh, hi, Jango. What's up? I have a problem with my daddy. He says I shot him. Can we please get Tommy Wiseau in a Star Wars movie as like an alien or something? Oh, hi, Darth. Oh, God. It's not even a line. It's a fucking evil laugh. It's so corny. I can't get over it. Oh, okay. Yes, I have seen the Robot Chicken skits. They're great. I love the whole Star Wars specials. I think Daniel Logan did that laugh because he was enthusiastic behind it. Yeah, I mean, again, nothing against him, but that shit's funny. This is funny. This is like a kid who makes home movies with his friends, me included.
A couple of surprises for you.
Right? And he wants to be a legitimate actor, an actual villain, so he actually pulls out that little kid. This is like the kid in Dragon Ball Superheroes doing something like that. That's hilarious. By the way, I just watched recently, I rewatched Dragon Ball Superheroes with RaisorBlade. I think there's a video coming out. I don't know. We're going to be doing sort of a commentary, but I am on that. So a little promo for him. So,
character to one of the coolest bloodlines in the.
Let's see here. But that shit's fine. Warriors. No, fucking just replace it with Waluigi. God. Oh, that's funny. That's fucking funny. What was that? Look at that CG. Look at this. I will admit, I might write this, and I didn't plan on this, but man, some of the CG is cartoony as fuck. Look at this again. I think I need to watch this. I've watched this already a few times, but I need to watch it visually because some of these visuals are hilarious. God. Why am I laughing so hard at fucking Jango and Boba Fett? Why are you still? Oh God, this is the funniest stream. Oh, bro. Oh, my chest hurts. That's funny. That is so fucking funny. Not a happy landing, exactly. God. I should not be laughing this hard, but that's hilarious. I think when you find lines. You find scenes when you're editing, and you don't notice them the first time, but when you watch them again, you're like, God, that's so funny. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's get this back going. Holy shit. What a spaz laugh there. Holy crap. Original? I thought of some ideas. I don't really have anything on the table right now, but that's possible.
Bloodlines in the Star Wars universe, and left an intimidating vibe to the film. And
save that there. I'm not gonna use that. God, that just fuck, that's funny. I'm gonna go. Let's try this one. I like the flamethrower. That shit. Actually, I'll save the Jango stuff when I talk about the Geonosis arena later. But God, wake me up when Jango Fett falls. Oh God! Let me go. Hang on. Let me go with that. I know what you mean. Hang on. I know exactly what you mean. Wake me up when Jango Fett falls. Oh God, that's funny. Oh Jesus. Oh, the thing should not be that funny.
He must have put a homing device on our hull.
That's fucking
Hang on,
hell. Oh my God. Let's see here.
He doesn't seem to take a hint, this guy.
Oh, that's funny. I had one idea. I mean, it's kind of based on an IP, but it's also like an original movie, so it'd be a sequel to that. I'm thinking about doing a sequel to By the Sword. I had some ideas for that would be kind of cool, or sort of a movie that's inspired by that.
the coolest bloodline.
Alright. There's like a blank comment here. Okay, yes, the laughter emoji. For some reason I can't get like emoji comments.
Bloodlines in the Star Wars universe, and left an intimidating vibe.
Oh God. Why is that so funny? Why is that laugh so goddamn funny? I don't know why.
I was recruited by...
There we go. I had some ideas for that. Yeah. I thought about doing like a sequel and how I would do it. I definitely want to bring back Eric Robertson, F. Murray Abraham if I could for a sequel. That would be sort of my thing. Let's just see here. Just gonna quickly DM some people. There we go. Now, Honey Bear's at work right now, so she's probably gonna pop in later. Oh, God!
And left an intimidating vibe to the film. And seeing him come back on...
Let's try to, stress this out a little bit. I'll try moving some stuff here. Give me a sec, guys. Huh. I'm definitely gonna have to get a different clip here. I know about that. I haven't... that's one episode I haven't seen yet. I've been trying to find it. I know... I gotta get the DVDs. I had the first 2 seasons, but I want to get seasons 3 and 4. Low-key, my Amazon wish list is down below if you guys want to send me that, but I do plan to maybe cover that one down the line, because I fucking love Rugrats. I want to do like a whole episode about that. That is on my to-do list at some point. Let's try this one. There we go. I mean, like, yeah, it's a opinion, but for me, it's like, this is me I've been wanting to talk about prequels
lines
for a while.
in the Star Wars universe, and left an intimidating vibe to the film. And seeing him come back on a yearly basis for more projects shows he's left a badass impact.
Okay, so let's see here.
Always a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
I like that line. I'm gonna put that in. Let's slap that in the cut. So I definitely have to go back in and I have to get like a clip from the Book of Boba Fett. Jack can make a cameo in the room too. Oh, hi. Well, actually, that's the episode. I just haven't seen it yet, so. Godzilla vs. Yes! And add Reptar and Thorg in there too. Let's fucking go. Okay. Let me grab, I think there's a clip from the Book of Boba Fett I have. I just have to kind of skip through my archives. I just have to go to episode 2. And let me just, favorite lightsaber color? I'm a blue kind of guy. Let's see here. Let me just skim through my shit. No, it's not in there. I have a whole archive of just clips that I keep in handy in case I need them. Star Wars episode. Boba Fett. There we go. There's the clips I need. Okay. Just need a good clip here. Let's stick this one. I don't play Roadblocks. I like the Nerf guns though. No, that's the Yoda trailer. See. Where's that clip? Boba Fett runs. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me go up. Here we go. Just need to get a clip from the show. I'm gonna get the clip from Boba Fett. That'll work. There are orange lightsabers. There's a toy. By the way, huge shout out to An Elegant Weapon on YouTube. Actually, him and I have been talking a few times. He's covered a lot of that stuff. Bugs. My money's on Bugs. You can outwit Mickey. Yeah, sell Disney, Dak. Okay. Let's see here. I love that. That's a great shot. That is so fucking cool. I'm gonna use that. That clip is actually perfect. I fucking love that clip. It's a great fucking clip. That's a great scene. That is such a nod to King Kong. That is the coolest part. That is such a nod. It's fucking awesome. Just the name on the build, like the nod to King Kong. That's awesome. Hello from Illinois. Welcome. Yeah. Did you go to C2E2? Did you go to C2E2? Because I know David did. Hipster Hoovian. He went there. He had a really good time and met up with Doug. Also, I hope Doug and guys are good. I would love to. I think my favorite review he ever did was King Kong Lives, which is long gone. Can I just say, it always upsets me when like critics take down their older reviews because their opinions changed. Keep it all for historical purposes. Like that is important to have handy. Okay, so let me just try to find a clip.
Who I am?
Let's see here. I'm going to not that one. I think I have a clip. Or is that the only one I have? Huh. Is that the only clip I have? Huh. Alright, well, hang on a second. Let me try to fix that. Well, I'll keep these handy. Hey, Redland Ranger, welcome. Good to see you. Sorry I haven't been active much on social media. Like again, this has consumed my life. Star Wars is just all over the place right now for me, so yeah, I've been all over this shit. Alright, let me just go ahead and add these clips. Rancor ain't got Bantha Poodoo on me. There you go. Yeah, I have. I'm actually really excited. I've been very much informed on this project, and I'm kind of looking forward to see what he has in store. Okay. Yeah, right here. Total Nod to King Kong. That's fucking awesome. That is amazing. I love that shit. That shit is so fucking cool. Let me just go here. Let's go here. That was the coolest shit, that shot. Alright, let's go ahead and just add this. I don't know. Let's see what opinions are. I'm quite curious. Oh, nice! Awesome! Looking forward to that, actually. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, looking forward to that, Redland. Good to see you doing that. I'm really excited to see this all turn out. Awesome. Okay.
The film, and seeing him come back on a yearly basis for more projects shows he's left a badass impact.
Always a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
Actually gonna just quickly cut there. There we go. Gromit, pack your things. We're going to rescue Obi-Wan from bugs. Oh, that's funny. Alright.
Badass impact.
Always a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
But if Jango was meant to be the nod to the 60s Italian Western...
Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Gromit, a raptor. And it's got me cheese. Should have hired me to play Wallace. I would have done great. Have you seen that guy? There was this guy on TikTok who does like a stellar impression of Wallace. And it's just Wallace on these drunk escapades like, Wallace, get off the fucking steering wheel. Give me the keys, lad. Yes. That, oh, just that fucking funny. Let's see here. Here we go.
But if Jango was meant...
Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go back. I have to go back to the Jango trailer. And utilize clips from that. I love the original Jango, like this one. Not like it's good. It's amazing. I love Django Unchained. That's my favorite Tarantino film. But the original slaps. The only thing I will say, the dubbing's pretty bad. Like this one here.
It's not important. Jango. And if I bothered you, will you accept my apology?
I don't know why. I love poorly dubbed films like that. It's hilarious. Ooh, okay. Interesting. See how that turns out. I'm quite curious about that, Redland. Send me a link when it's done.
Ben. He was pitiless in
And I'm just trying to find the right. I think this shit will do. That clip will do. Yeah, well, I'm gonna reserve that joke a few times. Serious Orion. I'm gonna reserve it a few times, but right now it's really just about like keeping it simple to the point. That joke is gonna come back eventually.
Jango was meant to be the nod to the 60s Italian...
Let's see.
How many minutes?
Yeah, Jango's fucking awesome. Those original movies are amazing. Fucking brutal. I'd say this is more brutal than the Dollars trilogy with Clint.
But if Jango was meant to be the nod to the 60s Italian westerns...
Here we go. This is where we get good, guys. This is where we get really, really good. Okay. We're getting to the baddie. The main baddie. The legend. We are at... Scroll down. The amazing Christopher Lee of Count Dooku. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see here. Waspinator was awesome. The Waspinator deserved better. Loki, if anybody needs a Waspinator voice, I'm in. Let's see what the... I'm just gonna read them instead. Waspinator deserved better. How many Waspinators must we sacrifice before we learn our lesson? Hey, there's Honey Bear with the super chat. Thank you so much. Guys, if you guys are interested, please go check out Honey Bear's website, resiliencyandme.com. Her website helps kids in low-income housings get mental health support. Just visiting the site, getting the numbers up really does help in assisting with what she does for her career. So thank you so much, Bear. Really appreciate it. Love you so much. But yeah, it's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody here today. We're doing pretty good. Oh, well, we get a Lost World joke with the Jedi that looks like a person. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna have to make a joke about that then. The Waspinator have no rights. Waspinator must eat the cheese. My golly, Gromit, that's a big bug. Get the slapper-o-matic. What is the slapper-matic? There's my Wallace meets Waspinator. There you go, fanboys. I am aware of that, David. I have not watched that show, but I heard it's mixed. Alright, let's see here.
Westerns, then the real villain of the film is a loving tribute to the Hammer.
Okay, this is where I gotta get some Hammer clips. And get the Hammer horror stuff going. So let me go ahead and find... I believe I have something that could work here. Let me check. Videos... Let me just check what I have here. Is it Hammer? Okay, I got some stuff I can use here. Let's do, let's take these clips and let's put them into episode 2. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just use these because these are great. These are great references to the trailers I have here. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and put those. So I have some clips from some movies here. There was Benator sleeping with Megan Fox. God, everybody wants me to do the Waspinator voice now. Waspinator shall throw Mufasa off a cliff. Long live Megatron. And just switches out. And tremendous scream of the Decepticon Data Fleet! Oh god, y'all love shit. Waspinator is getting exhausted from this voice. Fun fact, I met Scott McNeil, and he actually said I I do good voice acting. Like, I did a test of Dinobot to him and Waspinator, and he's like, dude, that's really good. I'm like, thank you. Honestly, Scott McNeil's a great guy. Really cool dude. Alright. So I have clips from Dracula. I'm just trying to find the right pieces that would work here. So I have trailer for AD 1972. But let me check. I think I have another one. This is, I think this is Dracula Has Risen from the... So I have these... Okay, these clips will do. From these Dracula movies. Waspinator from the streets, welcome my little chicken jockeys. Lord. Oh my god, I'm gonna be doing the Waspinator voice. No, I'm going to be doing the Waspinator voice the entire stream. Line with Scar, interesting, yes. It's yes! Megatron! Yes! We must search for that raw energon crystal before the Maximals do. Yes! Ah, that's funny. Okay. Let's get some Dracula in here.
No coffin could ever hold him.
That's a great line. Let's see here.
Dracula has risen from the grave.
I think that's the same guy who does the 1 million years BC voice.
Dracula, the most fearsome name in any language.
Oh, it's so good! He was the to me, Lee was the best Dracula. He was the best.
There is a good...
I'm trying to find the right clip here. Yeah, he was, in my opinion, best Dracula. Best Dracula.
Bring her to me. Bring her to me!
He's just, I thought he said penis to me.
Dracula has risen from the grave.
Let's take, yeah, I like that clip. That clip matches. See, look at this. Look at this comparison. Look at that! Christopher Lee. Hi, Rooks, good to see you.
Then the real villain of the film is a loving tribute to the Hammer horror films of the same decade with the same decade.
Just gonna try to skim through that. God, I wish I could fade through this. Can I fade through it? Or is it gonna be like too still? Might be too still, so I have to go in and kind of... There we go. That would have been cool. That would have actually been pretty cool. Let's see here, okay.
Is a loving tribute to the Hammer horror films of the same decade with the cast...
Let's see.
To rise against him is useless.
I love that. Look at that comparison. Here he is walking through the door, and then there he is in the movie. That is like perfect. Look at that editing. Exquisite editing. Yes. Yes! Just exquisite editing for a maximum. Oh, that's funny. That's actually a really good edit. It's a really damn good edit. Let's just try to go ahead and just kind of skim it a little bit. There we go. Let's try this.
Film is a loving tribute to the Hammer horror films of the same decade with the casting of the legend.
Here we go. I could see him as Captain Inglehorn too. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That's such a great edit right there. I love that.
This had nothing to do with me, I assure you.
Just trying to find the right clip here.
The dark side of the Force has clouded them. But he was betrayed 10 years ago by the Dark Lord.
Oh, he's the one of the best things in this movie.
He came to me for help.
He is one of the best things in this fucking movie. God bless Christopher Lee, honestly. Like, holy shit.
It may be difficult to secure the release.
He was so good in this! Oh, man. Great actor. Let's see here. Sean Bean would be cool in like a British remake. That'd be awesome. Let's see.
Of the same decade, with the casting of the legendary Christopher Lee as the new Sith Lord, Count
Count Dookie. That smirk Lee puts on, it's awesome. How's everybody feeling today? Low-key, you know, I'm glad, I really hope these streams help people out to some degree, and they're able to really keep everybody kind of chill and shit. That's a really huge thing for me. I like the fact that these streams can give people joy. I mean, there's a lot to hear. Like, I've been laughing at fucking Boba Fett just doing that. Like, shit like that's great. All right, let's just find another good clip of Christopher. Let's see here. I'm gonna find a good solo clip of him. It's like,
Patience, Viceroy, patience, you will die.
patience, web tongue, I mean, Viceroy. Oh, he's so good in this. Ugh, he's so good. Let's see here. Let's try to that.
as the new Sith Lord, Count Dooku. The name spun as the new Sith Lord, Count Dooku. The name spun from the Japanese word of poison.
Let's see here. I love how, like, Lee is in this movie, and he's, like, really good, but he's not in it much, which is good. Like, they used him very, very sparingly, which is, like, fantastic. Let's see here.
My master will never allow the Republic to get away with this treachery.
Okay, there we go. Say, saw that one say feathered Dinobot. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, I think there was a feathered Dinobot, right? Clone Wars style of Dooku, death, and him nice detail. Palpatine looks at him, telling him Anakin killed him. Now it's almost like he was done with him. Yeah, that's. I haven't seen that. I'll have to check that out. All right, let's see here. Count Squeaker. Does he have a squeaky toy every time he talks?
Dooku. The name spun from the Japanese word of poison, also known as Darth Tyrannus. Now that's a title.
Let's see here. Just trying to find a good piece here to use.
Master Yoda.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the fight at the end later on.
Darth Tyrannus.
So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna go here and like that scene where he meets up with Palpatine, which I think is somewhere here. Let's just go through here.
The Force is with us, Master Sidious.
Let's see here. Here we go.
Welcome home, Lord Tyrannus.
Favorite droid in Star Wars? I mean, I R2-D2 probably, though I like 3PO. I think he's actually the most communicative, where R2 has the most gadgets, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Let's see here.
Tyrannus.
Welcome home, Lord Tyrannus.
Now that's a title for a Sith Lord. Naming yourself after a fucking T-Rex, hell yeah!
I think right there is where I'm going to include a clip from Jurassic Park. Because why not? So let's go in and find a clip. And I'm pretty sure... Let me check here. Park. Do I have the movie on standby? I don't think I do. Well, we're going to have to pull that out. Let's see here. All right, we got to go to... Let's see here. The best thing came from the prequels were the iconic clone troopers. The clone troopers are awesome. I am R2-D2. I am badass Tron. Let's see here. I'm trying to find... I'm gonna use a clip card because we're gonna get a Jurassic Park clip in there because why the fuck not? Let's see here. I want to find a good clip of the T-Rex. Just give me a sec. Open that. Trailer. Did not. Huh. I'll have to come back to that later. Let me go ahead and get the. I can get the movie. So hang on a sec. We're gonna go in and we're just gonna grab the movie and we're gonna put this in the cut. So at least I have it handy. Should Trodons be the new piece of the Jurassic World movies? I mean, I don't know. With the game being non-canon now, it's kind of hard to debate whether or not they would fit. So I can't really say, to be honest. But that'd be cool. I would love to see the Trodons again. So I'm thinking, like, probably, I don't know, do you guys want to wrap it up in about a half hour, or do you guys want me to keep going? Let me know. Let me just go ahead and grab the clip from the movie. I know which clip I actually want. Yeah, this clip. Oh, them eyes! Look at his eyes! Damn! I just realized how freaky this image is, because if you look at it, like, look at the dialogue. Actually, I realized something with this image of the T-Rex. His eyes there, you see the pupil. But look at his other eye. You don't really see the pupil there. I mean, you kind of do, but it almost looks like it's a blank white eye, like he's blind. Imagine a T-Rex like that. That'd be awesome. The new T-Rex in Rebirth, honestly, doesn't look too bad. I kind of like that he's got like this damaged part of his mouth in the design, so I'm all for that. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take this clip, because you look at the T-Rex here. Why is this eye like that? And his eyes here is fine. Like God, that thing's like cool. It's just a cool. That's just such a cool shot. I'm just gonna play that clip because fuck it. God, oh, it's so good. That is such a great scene. You can't convince me otherwise. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna lower this. Let's try this.
Lord. Naming yourself after a fucking T-Rex, hell yeah!
There we go. Alright, no worries, man. Good to see you, Redland Ranger. Good to see you.
Now that's a title for a Sith Lord. Naming yourself after a fucking T-Rex, hell yeah! Now, Christopher Lee is no stranger to my channel.
Okay, this is where I talk about Christopher Lee. Okay, so I have to go back. You know, I have to go to my last Unicorn review. I don't have that handy right now. So what do we do? Shit pickles. I'll come back to the last Unicorn later.
That's a title for a Sith Lord. Naming yourself after a fucking T-Rex, hell yeah!
Actually, you know what? Let me get a clip. Let me get some stuff I can use here. In fact, you know what? I could just go download the movie. I could just go download my video. You know what? Hang on. Let me just go put myself forward for a sec. I'll answer some questions while we're at. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's too much. How do I go back to? Here, let's go here. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna grab the video off of my YouTube channel. I'm smart. Hang on. Let me go here. Let's go to here. I'm gonna try to download it. Let's see here. Copyright clips. Let's see here. Videos. I'm gonna go in and we're gonna grab that. That's easier. Let's see here. I'll just answer a couple questions while we're at it. I know some of the Carnotaurus animatronics dinosaur ride on the internet are creepy shit. Yeah, they're really creepy. They're really fucking creepy. Let's see here. Alright, let me go to chat. Am I here on Twitch, watching it on Twitch, by the way? Because I am on there. Holler if you're on Twitch. Okay, so let's go and... Okay, I got that downloaded. Go ahead and let's grab that. We'll put that in a cut. Also just gonna go ahead and put y'all back on. There we go. So where's the download button? Just gotta kind of scroll through here. Scrolly. Oh, there it is. Just gonna go here, gonna grab it here. So all I have to do is just take clips from my review and just stick them in. So yeah, that's pretty easy. What I want to do is I'm just going to quickly render it. That's just going to take a sec. While we're doing that, we'll answer a couple of questions for you guys. Actually, while I'm at it, I'll show you guys a shot I'm working on right now. Which is really cool. Yeah, so I'm just going to go back here. I'm actually gonna pull up a clip for you guys so you can see what's up. Find a shot that I can show that I recently worked on. Let me just go check here. Give you guys a little snippet of what a work in progress is like. You know, I guess I could show a clip for. I showed a little bit of it when I was on Instagram, so I guess I could show it here. Let's see here. There's one shot that came out really good. It's just a couple. It's just like Vader walking. It's nothing really too crazy, but I'll show it in a sec. Actually, I got one shot that I can maybe show. Let me
grab this. Let me go and video shortage. Upload video. Okay. I want to go to here. I want to go to episode 2. Effects. Hang on. I just want to show you guys a shot I've worked on. Let's see. Open. And let's see if this. Oh, I can show 3 videos at once. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. It's analyzing it. Okay. Processing. This is interesting. I've never known. I'm trying out this new streaming thing, and it's very interesting to see how it's kind of playing out here. While we wait for this to render. Let's see how this looks. If I can show it. Oh, here we go. This is work in progress right now for episode 2. Just doing some digital stuff, but this kind of shows some of the stuff we're working on right now. Really cool shot of Vader. But that's sort of what is a work in progress right now for the scene. So yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool, eh? Actually, I have one other shot I can show. Show one other shot, and then after that I'll go ahead and I'll continue editing here. This shot's pretty cool. But this is just a little something I'm working on for episode 2. Give you guys an idea of the scale we're going for. Just give me a second. So let's upload in the next one. Okay, so there's this one. Check this out. Look at that. I know, it's just like, it's what we got right now, but there you go, look at that. Look at that, Vader's approaching what we're actually doing is, it's interesting, it's a model of the shuttle. As you can see, yeah, like this, that looks pretty good. How cool is that? How awesome. So, I will say this, Nisa, in answer to your question. There's going to be something coming out before the first one drops. That's going to give a little bit of the plot. But I can tell you our setup. If you're interested to see what happens before, go watch the current reviewerverse videos and reviews from other content creators, namely Spectro, Redland Ranger, and Fandemic, because they are the prologue to what's going to be happening here. They are set up. They're sort of like the Rogue One team. So, to give you sort of a context, because it's out there now, this trilogy opens, or like essentially starts up, with the invasion of Jupiter. The Empire invades Jupiter and is planning to pretty much hold it hostage. Now, the thing is that there's things set up where you'd think the Republic, the new Republic, would come in and countermeasure the Empire from like, no, you can't take that planet. Well, they make an error where, the planet was not like under the jurisdiction and approved by the Senate, but we set up something interesting that if you go watch Fandemic's recent episode, there is a holographic image from one of the characters that's going to show up in this trilogy, and meets up with one of the Imperial officers, and the Imperial officers taunting them, saying, your planet is not under the jurisdiction of the Senate and the Republic. And then this character says, "Oh, I had my planet approved a while ago by the Senate. So what you're doing is illegal. This invasion is illegal." And what's funny is that I had set up, this is what's a little interesting Easter egg for you guys, is that in the Reviewerverse story arc, Spectro might want to hear this, how did the Jupiter system, among others, get approved by the Senate? Well, first of all, after the Battle of Toronto, when the Empire invaded in 2018, they had obviously appointed Earth to be one of the planets protected by the by the Republic, by the New Republic, but they wouldn't approve the other planets. Hence why my character, if you guys remember, at a period of time from like late 2019 to like 2022, there was no Android 18 on the show.
She was kind of like, where'd she go? And I said, she's on a diplomatic mission. And basically what happened was, I had sent 18 out to the Star Wars universe, to the New Republic, to be my representative, to speak to the Senate and say, we need these planets approved under Republic protection. And they all got approved by the Senate, and so all the planets Earth in our solar system are technically protected by the New Republic, which has more firepower than the Empire. That was a strategic move that took a couple of years to put out, and the Empire was made no aware of this. Those little details added into the Reviewerverse, if you start to connect the dots, is where things really come into line. And this was a strategy, I'll be real, I didn't really plan ahead, but like now that I'm trying to connect it and fuse it, it works. So there you go. Now there's other clues to this storyline, is if you watch the Fandemic episodes that are out right now, with that scene, plus watch this is gonna sound really stupid, watch the Android 18 ASMR with her at the bar. There are clues dropped there, and we're gonna plan on doing more of those. So there is a whole thing dropped of clues of like, oh, that's where she was. So there you go. By the way, we got a third ASMR planned at some point. We just don't know when. Like, I haven't edited it yet, but there's sort of the little bit of a ball drop of like some plot elements. If you guys are interested, go watch those videos to get a couple of clues of where the story is going with the prequels. With that said, let's get back to business here. But there's a little preview. I'll show that shot one more time for you guys. Come on, that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's get back to things. But there's a little hint of what's to come for the prequels, and let's get back to editing. Yeah, if you go to my channel, there are 2 that we made. Watch the second one. Watch the second one. I worked on that with Alana, and she was amazing. And don't worry, it's all safe. But go watch those. Those are what will make more sense. So let me just try to, see here. Play screen share. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm replacing it. What the fuck? Oh, hang on. Stop screen. No. What the fuck? Right, screen share. Here we go. Share. There we go. Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's what's great about my channel, is that there's different stuff. Why has the U.S. not fought the Empire? Well, they kind of did in that trilogy. They're on my channel. Just look up Android 18 ASMR. Oh, there you go. Awesome. There you go. Osiris is right on that. They kind of did in 2018 when they invaded. Now, given current stances, I think they would be a bit more pro-Empire. Let's be real. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm gonna skim through my last Unicorn review and get Christopher Lee up in here. Let's see here.
Really, Jeff Bridges?
I love that clip, actually.
Himself.
That's oh, it's so funny. There we go. I'm gonna take clips from my last Unicorn review. Our old episodes. You always come in handy for stock footage.
Now, Christopher Lee is no stranger to my channel, also playing King Haggard.
I'm actually gonna get a different clip. I don't know why, that clip always made me laugh. Let me find that, hang on. This clip.
Hi, glad to meet you.
Really, Jeff Bridges? That was your best take?
Hi, glad to meet you.
Come on, Jeff Bridges. You're an Academy Award-winning actor. You can do a little better than that.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I love. That's one of my favorite reviews I ever did. The fact that I cosplayed Lear, also. Good times. Honestly, good time. There's one line, one of my favorite edits I ever did. One of my favorite edits I ever did is, where is it? Shit. There's like one edit I really liked here. That was... No. There's one edit I really liked that I did that was fun. King Kong anime audiobook. That would be kind of cool. I thought about doing like audiobooks or like novels and stuff that would really help out. Those are ones I've thought about doing at some point. Let's see here. Thank you. I'll check it out in a sec. Secure. Alright, let me try to find, there's one clip I really liked here. Let me just give me a sec here. Such a good edit. Why can't I find that clip? It's one of my favorite clips I ever edited, and I don't know why it's not showing up in this review. It's live action. That was the Narnia. Oh, here, I think it's this? No, it's not that one. Oh, here. This edit, I am so proud of in The Last Unicorn. I am so proud of this edit.
I am Jack Prescott.
I love how well that syncs up.
I am Jack Prescott.
Why does that... That was so perfectly planned. Yo, guys, if you guys have not seen my review of this movie, please go check it out. It was amazing. We even had, like, an animatronic unicorn. Like, we had, like, a legit piece that came out, like, really well. Where's that shot? Oh, God, that shot was fucking badass. Yeah, it was somewhere here. Yeah, this shot. This. That shit's fucking bam! Also, fun fact, that music is from the Channel Lost movies, mainly Suburban Nights. So, that shot, fucking badass. That's fucking awesome. Alright, let me go back a little bit. Let me just try to find some... I was getting clips. That's right, I know, we got a little bit off track. Let's go back here to... talk about Christopher Lee. Let me just try to find it here. By the way, I will say, there is a nod to this episode in episode 1. I will say that. There is a really big callback to this episode, which you guys will see when episode 1 comes out. Let's see here. Oh God, where is it? Oh, I know! He was in Surf's Up. He's fantastic. Alright, good. Yeah, good, thanks for coming in, man. Here we go. There's something here. Yeah, here we go.
Christopher Lee's delivery is what?
See, I like that Christopher Lee even did the language for all the movies. Yeah, Mufasa, you got Simba, you gotta do, like, you just hear Jeff Bridges, Mufasa. Yeah, Simba, I'm really disappointed in you, man. You deliberately disobeyed me. Not cool, man. Oh, here we go.
Now, Christopher Lee is no stranger to my channel, also playing Haggard in The Last Unicorn, and the guy needs no introduction as a legend of cinema.
Alright, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Try to find some BTS role I wanted to get here. Let me go back a bit. Okay, here we go. How did I meet the nerd? So the story goes, Alejandro, I'm going to answer this question, that I was, I met him before in 2012 briefly at Con Bravo, which was a convention here in Toronto. And I met a lot of the first time, not only did I meet James for the first time, I met Doug for the first time. I met a lot of people, Lewis. I met Lewis, I met Noah, I met Spoonie. I met Lindsay Ellis. I met a lot of them when they were all together, right? And what happened is that met them, and then I wouldn't meet James for a little bit later, 2017, when we were both doing Kong videos. I was doing season 3, he was doing his Kongathon, and he actually commented on my channel saying your stuff was good research, thank you. And I was shocked. I was like, wow, okay, I got a comment from Cinemassacre. He watches my stuff. Then we met through a convention in Buffalo, met in person, got to know, we talked about Kong for a while, and we just bumped into each other briefly. Then we just sort of got along with shit and everything, and James is always good. The last time I saw him was Fan Expo back in August. He came to visit Toronto, and we hung out at the Street Fighter screening, which was cool. So, James is awesome. See here. Okay. Let's see here.
Unicorn. And the guy needs...
Let's see here. I'm also going to wrap up in the next, 15 minutes, guys. So, yeah, we're going to wrap up pretty soon, because I actually have to get back on a couple of things. Okay.
And the guy needs no introduction as a legend of cinema. At the time, actually...
Let's see here.
Legend of cinema.
Okay, can I get any more shots? Hang on a sec, guys. He's basically the laziest stormtrooper of the Empire. Let's see here. Oh, that'd be cool. But I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Let's see here.
But I decided to go with a more elegant.
I'm actually gonna use, let's see here. Here, I'm just gonna go here, and I'm just gonna move it here. Alright, we're let's try to get about 15 minutes in.
And the guy needs no introduction as a legend of cinema. At the time, actually got a boost in his long...
I'm gonna go here, gonna go to Lord of the Rings. I have to get a shot from Lord of the Rings. Let's just see here. I gotta move fast, so we can see if we can get the 15-minute mark, okay? And then, we'll wrap up. Let's see here. Clips. Let's do... Let's see, I gotta find, here. Okay, give me a sec. I'll use that one, and I'll use this one. Nope, I don't want to do that. What the fuck? Shit. Okay. Already out of focus. God damn it. Let's see here. I gave you the chance to aid me willingly, but you have elected the way of pain! It's fucking hilarious. This is so funny. Alright. Let's grab a couple of clips here. Just trying to find the right one. Just gotta let that load. What was the question here? Wait, does the sequel trilogy happen in the canon of the Reviewerverse? Okay, in answer to your question, basically, the Reviewerverse, in terms of like starting from its beginnings, takes place 100 years after Episode 9. That's sort of my theory, is that it takes place 100 years after Episode 9. So there's sort of the basic canonical version of it. Okay, so let's go get here. We're gonna try to hit. Yeah, we're gonna hit the 15-minute mark, and then we're gonna call it. Okay. So here we go. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's see here. Let's go here. We're just gonna add these clips of Lee from Lord of the Rings, and then we're gonna call it. Let's see here.
Back into the fires of night.
Just trying to find the right clips, you know? Let's see. It's the two towers. Just trying to find the one clip of, we're trying to find clips of Saruman. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a good shot. Here we go.
At the time, actually got a boost in his long career, acting as Saruman in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, being filmed and
Okay, let's see here. Just trying to find the right shots here. Okay, let's go to, I think I have a Two Towers trailer piece I can use here. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go to, what was I? Let's see. Okay. What's our time? Okay. Here we go. Thanks for those words, rather stuck in community. Oh, whoa, the Reviewerverse takes place years after Episode 9. Holy cow. Yeah, Ray is old. Yeah, you'll see when we get there, for sure. But I do have plans to do the sequel trilogy at some point. But basically, 100 years of the New Republic. That's sort of what I've been setting up, essentially. Let's see here. Let me try to find a good shot of Saruman.
Between the two towers. Fortress of the Dark Lord Sauron, and Orphan, the stronghold of the wizard Sauron.
That's what we need, right there. Okay. Shit. Here we go. Let's see here.
Lord of the Rings being filmed and released at the same time as the prequels.
There we go, that's what we need. Okay. Just trying to find the right clips. Let's see here.
Acting as Saruman in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings being filmed and released at the same time as the prequels.
Okay, so this is where we're going to wrap it up. We're 15 minutes and 7 seconds, so that's okay. I mean, could we do better? Yeah, but it is what it is, basically. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I got to go do a couple things. Nope, where am I? There we go. Let's wrap it up here. So, guys, really appreciate everybody coming in today. Don't know when I'm going to stream again. It is long Easter weekend, so I got to figure out what the hell I'm doing. But I'm actually going to be hopefully going up to see Honeybear this weekend. But really appreciate everybody coming in, and huge thanks to Honeybear for the super chats and anybody who brought in super chats today. Really do appreciate it. Good to see everybody coming in and joining on this stream. This was a fun one, and I just really appreciate everybody coming in. So guys, might put out a video Friday, but if you guys go on Patreon right now and support the channel, there is a special little video up. I won't say what it is right now, but you guys can go definitely do that. So there's that. Guys, go please support my girls' website, resiliencyme.com. It's a wonderful place that helps kids in low-income housings find some mental health and therapy. So if you guys even go click the website, share it with friends, that is enough. That really do appreciate it. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for joining in. Until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off on YouTube and Twitch. We'll have to see what happens next, but until next time, take it easy. I've had a good day today, but we'll see how everybody's doing later on. But until then,